Hey, God bless you today. Thanks for joining me for my video blog. Today, I want to talk about our prayer challenge number 5, which is to pray, give us this day our daily bread. I'm actually at Big Y right now, and I'm about to go in and get me some fresh, hot Italian bread. Why? Because we're having friends over tonight, and so we're gonna need some fresh bread. Why? You know what? When you don't have people over your house, you just kind of eat whatever you have in the house. But when you have a guest over, what do? You get fresh, hot bakery bread. Why? Because it's amazing, and that's what God provided for the Israelites. He provided for them every single day fresh bread. Fresh bread when they were in the wilderness, when they had no needs, when they cried out, God, we're going to die because we have nothing to eat. He said to them every day his provision from heaven called manna, which was their daily bread. You can read that story in Exodus chapter 16 and 17. And so God provided them every day manna from heaven, fresh bread from heaven every day. And every evening he provided them fresh quail from heaven, fresh meat. Men love meat, women love meat, everybody wants meat. You can't have dinner without meat. And so every day they got meat, and every day they got fresh bread. And that's how God provided for them. And so our prayer challenge this week is, you know what? You want to make sure your prayers are right, that you're worshiping God first, through the first part of the Lord's Prayer that we studied. But then there's a time where we recognize that our provision comes from God and not from ourselves. If you missed this Sunday's sermon, go check it out and listen to it, Our Daily Bread. I talk about how God did some miracles for my wife and I, and how we just saw God meet our daily needs, how he provided when we couldn't provide for ourselves. This week in VBS, we actually had a lesson on this same exact story of Moses in the wilderness and the people of Israel. And we shared that story, and we taught the kids that they could count on God. And our memory verse for that day really wasn't actually from Exodus 16 or Matthew 6 from the Lord's Prayer. It was from Isaiah 58:11. And listen to this verse. It says, Isaiah 58:11, the Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs. You know what? God will satisfy your needs. When you have needs, you know what you need to do? You need to call out and trust God. So I'm challenging you this week. When you pray, believe that God has your provision. If you have a need, then make sure you're not trying to meet it yourself without God's help. Call out to God and say, God, we need your help in this area. We worship you, we praise you, our Father, who art in heaven. Holy be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done. And God, I got a need. So God, give me this day my daily bread. You're my daily provision. I rely every day afresh on you. God bless you guys. Thanks for listening. And I'll catch you next week, or even sooner on Sunday when we jump into the next part of the Lord's Prayer. God bless you, and keep growing.